Well, we're kicking things off in season 5 with a very romantic episode, of course, Bree and Roger's wedding.
Yay!
And we need to get the fans ready for that episode. So we're going to play a little game, as we always do.
God. Okay, great.
It's called Something Old, New, Borrowed, and Blue.
Okay.
First question, something old. Tell me your all-time favorite Outlander episode.
I don't know.
Name a couple. Name a couple.
Well, from season 1, episode 1, just because it was the beginning, you have to say the wedding episode, of course, and then season 2, Faith, but also when Claire returns. I think that was episode 11 or 12. 12. It must have been it was the third. I can't even remember. I think it was the finale. I don't remember.
It's been 6 years, guys. 6 years.
And then season 3, episode 3, I loved all of the Claire and Frank stuff. It was really amazing. And then the reunion. So there you go.
Ooh, episode 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
When they go out and they're the rent. Is it the rent party? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's the first time that we all got together as a big band of merry men, and there's a few of them here tonight.
You can name a couple. Your on-screen mama, Caitriona, named quite a few.
Fair enough. I mean, from personal, I loved working with Tobias, so I loved Down the Rabbit Hole. I love the ones where you see Claire and Bree together, which I think is 305, when Brianna kind of becomes the mother and sends Claire back because their relationship really starts to bond. I'm going to say the wedding episode because that will make everybody very happy, which is I don't know what it is. 10-something.
107.
Jamie and Claire, 107.
Yeah. 107. Claire and Jamie, 501, yours. I know because I just watched it because it's Outlander.
It's probably still the end of season 1.
Thank you.
I love the work of Tobias and Sam in that episode. It's really, it was just, there was no inhibitions there. It was just a really, really amazing acting between the two of them, and I love them as actors anyway. And I just loved how bold it was, how kind of raw and true it was. And we've had many really great episodes since, but that's one that really kind of lives on with me all this time.
Something new. Give me a tease about season 5. What are you most excited for fans to see?
This season is so tough because there's so many great episodes. 6, 7, and 8 are fantastic, but I think the finale is our best finale yet.
There's so much this season. Obviously, it's really an amazing start with the wedding. It just feels really sweet and lovely, and everyone's having a great time. And then it all goes the way of Outlander.
And then it's Outlander.
There are some unwelcome characters who come back in season 5, and I think episode 10 is a very good ep, so I'm excited for that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Roger and Jamie's relationship blossom into something beautiful. Or will it?
Love me, da.
Please love me, Dad.
Love me, da.
I'm trying real hard.
Something borrowed. What is a habit you've picked up from one of your co-stars?
Oh, from a co-star, Caitriona's foot tap. And she's ready for a drink.
Ooh. I wish I could say I'd picked up Sam's habit for the gym, but that just does not seem to have rubbed off on me at all.
I think he picked up your whiskey habit.
I think he already had his own whiskey habit, in fairness. I don't know. Me and Sophie go to yoga all the time, so maybe I've picked up her habit of going to yoga. I don't know. So stupid.
Ooh. Pranks, I suppose. Caitriona and Sam can be little pranksters. So now we all just are in on the game.
That's a tricky question. Probably eating a lot of protein bars.
Hurry up.
Excuse me, I'm
Get
chatting.
on with it.
I'm sorry.
That's
Who are
all
you?
right. Thanks,
I'm sorry,
thanks
who
for
are you?
apologising. Thanks very much.
Sorry, what is it you
Thanks very
do?
much. No, thanks for apologising. That's all we needed. Thank you.
Lauren Lyle, everyone.
She's the best.
She's not the best. She's a nuisance. I love her.
Tell me about a time you were laughing so hard on set you turned blue in the face.
It's not me turning blue, it's Caitriona turning blue. There's many times that she will now just literally turn her back if she's laughing, and you have to carry on the scene with her back to you. But she's the one that goes blue.
Oh God, when am I not? There was one scene in season 4. We were on the pier, or maybe it was season 3 on the pier. I don't know. There was a man in a red onesie, sort of watching us, and I just couldn't stop. I don't know what it was. It was just some random man in a big red onesie. Why? like in the middle of winter, and it wasn't Santa. I don't know, it was just very odd, and it tickled me for some reason.
I mean, usually blue in the face on Outlander is because you're freezing cold. But laughing in the face, okay, so David, I always had so much fun filming with David. We would always be in fits of giggles. And actually, I think maybe that the dinner scene with Captain Forbes and everyone, and it was just so hilarious, such a casters, the sort of where she's serenading all the gentlemen in front of Brianna. That scene was hilarious to shoot, and there's actually probably a lot of outtakes of David and I just giggling in the corner like little kids. So yeah, definitely blue in the face with that one.
There's been a few occasions now, but one that springs to mind is in season 2. Are you shifting me over?
Yes, I am.
Oh, where's my camera technique? Went out the window with that last wine. Season 2, where there's a road trip with Brianna and I, with Sophie and I, and they weren't recording audio, they were just recording us driving, so it was on a low loader and they were shooting us through the window, and we were just talking utter nonsense, the most hypothetical, useless nonsense, but we were in stitches laughing for like the entire day. And there was one point where we drove down to where Roger and Brianna have a picnic at the end of season 2, down by Loch Caitriona. And we hadn't realised the cameras had started rolling. And for some reason we were talking about whether a dead body would float or whether it would sink in the river. And I was adamant it would float eventually. But anyway, the whole conversation was just so ridiculous. And we hadn't realised they were turning over on it. They were filming it. And Matt Roberts was directing that day, and he was like, oh, maybe they're just improvising their way into the scene, maybe this is just what they do, you know, they weren't really familiar with us as actors. And he came over and he knocked on the window and he's like, you guys realise that we're filming, right? And we were like, what? So you just got all that nonsense about dead bodies. It was bizarre. It was a really, really bizarre but really morbidly funny day on set.